Hey, Sassy fam. Welcome to your Sunday check-in. I hope you're well. I hope you're fabulous. Question. What do you think? What do we think about this? Too much? Right? Maybe, maybe not. I saw it and I said, if I were to visualize myself, render myself into the peacock, this would be it. This would be it. But I also admit, it might be too much. You let me know. Hey guys, so this is the first message I'm recording post-surgery. My surgeon is very pleased with the results, and upon deeper inspection of the issue, it indeed was the deep suture, and it was going into a pre-hernia state. So she fixed it, put it back in its place, and tightened me up a little bit while she was at it. So once more, she is awesome. But yeah, things went very, very well, and we're still tired though, okay? We're still tired, we're still recovering, but feeling good, and was frankly ready to get out of my pajamas and house slippers. For those folks who might be new, Sunday check-in is a baseline reading only, no clarifiers, and today we're going to do the abbreviated version of yours and theirs. Like always with yours and theirs, be it the in-depth or the abbreviated version, take what resonates, leave it does not, reverse energies as you see fit. More so with yours and theirs, its energy exchange and interchange is real, rapid, and fluid. And do keep in mind, your person does not have to be about a significant other, spouse, boyfriend, girlfriend, lover, ex, or anything like that. It's the person as I'm describing the dynamic, yeah? So it could be about a family member or friend. I don't know. It's up to you, right? So rule number 1, reverse energies as you see fit, that kind of thing. Next week is a 3-month review, and just FYI, for earth and fire signs, I actually did your messages pre-surgery, so I was kind of at full energy. And so for my water and air signs, yours will have been done post-surgery. Okay, so my energy will be a little different, a little more like today, a little bit more tired, a little more calmer, a little more of the, let's just chill. Let's kind of just have a chill vibe while we're reading today. Okay, so just FYI. But there you go, you guys. I think we're good. Did we cover everything? Well, if I didn't, I'll tag it on at the outro. Like always, of course, your sign will be timestamped in the description box as well as the comments. I got you, you guys. I will see you at your sign. And now, Leo, honey, that we're getting into it, we got to roll these sleeves back because as beautiful as they are, truth is they're going to catch the cards, and that's going to drive me bananas. Okay, so we rolled up our sleeves. Let's get to business. Show me Leo, please. Show me Leo and their person. Show me Leo and their person. Show me Leo and their person. Like always, we're going to start with your side of the board. Let's explain the intro. Reverse them as you see fit. Page of Swords, 2 of Swords, 9 of Pentacles. There's a lot of confusion here, but you don't want to be. Okay. Tower, the 4 of Wands, the Ace of Cups. Okay. Justice, the 4 of Pentacles, the Hermit. Overview, the Magician. You want, and I know you want, your desire here is high. You want something. Okay. Specifically, it looks like you want more insight to a situation. And I think that's what you're summoning forth at this time. So let's jump on over to you. Page of Swords, 2 of Swords. That's very small. This is not an accusation. Don't take it as one. All you're telling me is that you're confused and you wish you knew more. Because you typically pride yourself, 9 of Pentacles, on a sense of security and experience. And I know what the heck's going on, right? That's where I think you're used to being and used to acting and living from, is that point of view of, I'm experienced. I can count on me. I'm not big on this confusion and small insight. What the heck is going on? So I think you want to know more, okay? But you're kind of in that space of, I need to know more on my own time, okay? Tower, 4 of Wands, Ace of Cups. It's a bit of a funny thing when I see something like this, because I always think, why does it take something extraordinary or just ridiculously huge for people to realize something? It's always so frustrating. It's always so frustrating as a reader. It's like, why? It looks like someone here blew up this idea of a dynamic, okay, the Tower, 4 of Wands, and I think that unfortunately it looks like it happened outside in. And by that I mean, we did the thing first and then we thought or felt about it later. So it looks like somebody kind of blew up some sort of relationship here with the 4 of Wands, and then Ace of Cups is like, oh, changed my heart about that. So this is one of those things where it's just so frustrating. Why does it take these acts, okay, tear something apart to understand what you feel about it later? That just comes down to human beings and their particular experience levels and how much they understand themselves, etc. And you're over here kind of like, why did this happen? Okay, your energy is small but quiet for a reason. Like I said, you want to understand. And I want you to understand more from that point of view of what's right for you, okay? The rest of this will fall in place in time. But I am sorry, I just see somebody outwardly blowing up a dynamic and understanding their feelings for it much later. Ace of Cups, okay? I don't know why it has to be like that. If we do towers, it's really should be in our best interest to understand it from the individual point first and not involve the external unless we absolutely have to. So what that person's reasoning was, I don't know, because you seem to be confused about it as well. Justice, Four of Pentacles, the Hermit. Now here we have some deep contemplation on both sides. Is this worth balancing and or holding on to? That's the question for both of you at this time. And this is absolutely two people questioning more or less the same thing. If we're going to hold on to this, it better have meaning, context, and above all, a sense of balance and healing. It needs to be constructive. Those seem to be the outlines for both of you. It's really hard to understand why somebody will blow up a dynamic, dismantle it, like seems like a snap decision or an overnight, and be like, oh, now that that's done, I understand I still love this or love you. You're like, I think it's enough for me to try to understand things on my own time and look at myself as an individual first to understand if I even want to approach this again. And while love is beautiful, while they still have love for this, they need to seriously contemplate the same. Can this be balanced on both sides, and can it be healed on both sides? Sometimes just saying, but I still love you, or this situation isn't enough. We're going to have to go deeper here, the both of you, and understand that this is something that can indeed be rectified. And is it good for the both of you? Let's get some advice. Let's get some advice, please. Five of Wands in reverse. Okay, Five of Wands in reverse. So we want the fighting to stop. That we can feel confident about with the Six of Wands. Okay. So at least the fighting here has stopped. Well, respectively, when you blow something up like that, we shouldn't be fighting anymore. We need to let the energies fall down, settle into them. You're showing me I want to understand more, but more so in my time, which I actually agree with. So yeah, the fighting stopped, and that's good. You two seem to be on peace terms. Or at least, if anything, non-talking, and there's no sense of, hopefully, poor energy between you two. But I have to admit, it's going to take some time. The Hanged Man with the Wheel of Fortune, that's a lot of contemplation. And given the situation, I'm inclined to agree. This is going to take a lot of contemplation. A lot. Specifically here, I mean, this is not a same-day recipe right here, you know? It's going to take a lot of insight, guys. About the meaning and context of this and why did you blow it up? Because why would you want to re-enter a relationship where that might happen again? Just for somebody to come back and say, I still love you or love this. This needs to go to a deep place, okay? But I agree. I'm glad that you're manifesting more insight for yourself because you're saying if I had more insight, I might know what to do for at least me, and I agree with that part, okay? So it's just, this is one of those things where you want to say love conquers all, and that might be the case. But it's going to take more than a renewed cup, I think, to really believe that this is fixable. It needs to come from a place of balance on both sides. Okay. A lot of contemplation here. We have the letter B, the seahorse sign of Pisces, but also that sense of masculine emotions, carrying it and keeping it close to our chest. Okay. Frog with a coin in its mouth, a sense of prosperity here. paw print into a heart. Someone loves their pet. And the big star in reverse. Yes, this is not what we dreamed or desired, but at least I'm happy to see that the fighting here stopped. Okay? Okay, Leo, honey, I hope this helped you. Put in the comments. Take care. Be well. Sag, welcome to your Sunday check-in. What's up? Show me Sagittarius, please. Show me Sag in their person. Show me Sag, please. Show me Sag. Okay, like always, we're going to start with your side, but as I explained in the intro, reverse the energies as you see fit. What's going on? The Fool. Ace of Cups. King of Swords. Beautiful. Devil. Four Cups. We might want to steer past that one by a couple miles. Okay. Devil, Four Cups, the Knight of Pentacles. Nine of Cups. The Hanged Man, the Two of Wands. Seven of Pentacles. Good. Good, good, good. I'm glad that you are showing me a strong sense of raising back into yourself after much contemplation or a sense of stability, pathway, just calmness. Seven of Pentacles. I'm not saying that as plateau. I'm saying that as this is where I'm at, and it's okay. It's pretty good. Okay? For your side, you're showing me something very lovely and very easy. I would say manageable at that Seven of Pentacles energy. I'm good where I'm at. In fact, you're so good where you're at, you're like, I'm open. The Fool, Ace of Cups, King of Swords, beautiful. That's a strong sense of knowing thyself and that you're ready. You're ready for a new adventure in love, and you mean it. It's with a solidity of mind, too. So not only do you have the spirit for it, you have the feeling for it, and you have the mind for it. So those are some fantastic components right there. I love that. That really pulls things together in a very nice way. That says you're on board spiritually, emotionally, and mentally. That's fantastic. You're saying in terms of your pentacle world or your physical world, you got it down. It's good. I like it. I like where you're at. This is good. It's opening. I just like this. This is a great combination. Now, the one we're going to want to steer past it by a couple of miles. Devil, Four Cups, Knight of Pentacles. Someone is slowly headed, moving towards you, but it's not in a way that I care for. There's a lot of, I guess, a grudge in this person that's moving towards you. I don't like it. It looks very sour. Predominantly sour, and by that I mean this person has been feeling off and bad for a long time. What their deal is in approaching you, I couldn't say, except they feel bad about it. Devil, Four Cups, it's a perpetuating thing in this person where they have a ill feeling that's been attached to them for a very long time. This person doesn't look like they should be open to emotional exploration with you, or whatever their motivation is. What their motivation is, I couldn't say. Except it's, no matter how slow, is working its way toward you. So I don't know if you know this person. I don't know if they're just someone who generally has a poor attitude. That person who's always like, well, nothing ever works out for me, and it never has, and it never will. With that kind of mindset, yeah, you will absolutely live that kind of life, for sure. This could be someone you know, and they still have ill feeling towards you that they have not resolved. You can pick any of those scenarios. Be this someone new or old, I just don't care for it. Okay. Nine of Cups, the Hanged Man, Two of Wands. Neither do you. You've made a decision a long time ago, it looks like to me, to really try to live life on your best terms or best interests. I don't see this as shared at all. That's an individual sense of, well, priority of the self that is sincerely contemplated, felt, and acted upon. So in other words, you do you. So if you know that for certain, whatever that is, I wish I had an idea of when it approaches. It's so slow. But there's so much poor emotional attachment in there. It doesn't shift. It stays that way. Doesn't change its tune. I just know it's not going to vibe with you or mesh with you very well by the time it connects with you. Because if you insist on understanding that you should love yourself and that your best decisions, therefore actions, should surround that, you're not going to mesh with someone like this. Be they someone you know or someone you have yet to meet. It doesn't matter. It's going to add up the same. It's no good for you. You're just like, I just want to live my best life and feel my best feelings and do what I can do that's in my best interest. And that comes from the heart and contemplation and experience. So I have not a clue. Four of Cups is at the heart of the reading there. So it could be in 4 months' time. I have no idea. I don't know. It's very slow. But by the time it arrives, you should be able to recognize that kind of energy when it makes itself known to you. Okay. Let's see if we can get some. I don't think you need too much advice, to be honest with you. I think you're doing quite well. I'm not saying you didn't earn that, of course. That doesn't mean you've been walking around on easy street. No. Like I said, this kind of thing comes from experience. All right. Let's get some advice, please. Queen of Cups. Seven of Cups. The Moon. Yeah, it's unknown to you. You have such a beautiful heart space. Now, typically, I would say something like, oh, you got a little secret feeling in there. And perhaps you do. Perhaps you have a secret feeling about this coming towards you. But it's really low-key. But for the most part, I see this as an option that's unknown to you at this time while you have a full heart. That's a very simple interpretation. It's true, but that would explain it. It has yet to approach you. Okay. So possibly by the full moon, which is today, perhaps the next full moon cycle, perhaps a week out from the full moon. I don't know. Yeah, I'm seeing it as an unknown cup or feeling coming towards you. Okay, because this edge I'm looking at, you know what you're doing. Which means you don't need to keep those kind of secrets to yourself. No, I just, you don't know this is coming towards you just yet. Okay, but hopefully you have enough clue here to figure it out and see it sooner rather than later. It's just, when you're open like this and you're approached like this, you get a feeling, or that tally happens real quick about who's who. Okay. We have the letters M, F. We have the gecko, Aries, Leo, Sag, and then just fast moving. The spatula, someone likes to cook. That's their professional hobby. Perhaps you're cooking right now. We have the medallion of Taurus, and then we also have the medallion of Capricorn. Well, to be fair, that is Capricorn's power card, so it could be that. But we have that the key word here being ambitious. And then we have the dog with a bone in its mouth in reverse. In other words, you're not anxious. No, I don't see you being anxious at all. You look quite fine. So there you go. All right, Sag honey, I hope this helped you. Put in the comments. Take care. Be well. Aries, welcome to your Sunday check-in. What's up? What's going on? Show me Aries, please. Show me Aries. Show me Aries. What's going on for Aries and their person? All right, starting with your sign, King of Wands, the Chariot, the Queen of Cups. Wow, it's beautiful. Six of Cups, the Knight of Wands, the Hermit, and it's looking like they're pitching it right back to you. Beautiful. Wow, Knight of Swords, the Knight of Cups, oh, the Moon. Oh, yeah. The Tower. Wow. There's a lot going on in here today. So the Tower, in your overview, suggests a change recently. Radical change, maybe. An introductory, an ending, a realization. I don't know. But that tower seems to have done wonders for you, to be perfectly honest. So that was good. All towers essentially are good for us. You know, it's just us as human beings that are kicking and screaming along the way, saying, no, it's not, I didn't, how dare you tell me the truth? I didn't want to deal with that. So the tower can have benefits if we embrace change, radical as it might be, crash course in change, very uncomfortable, or for sometimes it's just a very beautiful surprise. I'm leaning towards beautiful surprise for you. But something's coming forward out of the unknown. I have a couple of knights here taking action as they learn to communicate and respond towards each other. So this is fantastic. So that's coming through soon. If it hasn't happened yet, soon. King of Wands, the Chariot, the Queen of Cups, that's beautiful. You're showing me a strong sense of, dedication to understanding who you are, what you're about, your own particular ambition and passion and all these things that you're known for. You have made a singular decision with the Chariot to move forward into love. And that's it. That's what you know. That's what you feel. And you're acting on it. And you're feeling it specifically. That's a lot of beautiful feeling there. Okay. It's like saying an Aries has got to do what Aries has got to do. And that's very much your disposition. But you look warm and embracing. And at that chariot there, I got to go in this direction. What is that direction? Queen of Cups. You're saying you got to go where your heart is telling you to go. And it's beautiful. You're listening to yourself. You must be feeling a lot right now. But it's all beautiful. Okay. The one connected to you, Six of Cups, Knight of Wands, the Hermit, you know. This person, Six of Cups here, soul bond energy. We know this person in some way. In some way. Okay. No doubt. Memories of the past, nostalgia, sweet memories too, the exchange. There's a rush of energy there, but it's also calm. Okay, with the Hermit there. Kind of cools that Knight of Wands down. So there is a very strong sense of sincere connectivity, focus, and good feeling here between these two. It's very grounded in its own way. It's lovely, it's supportive, it's all the right things. It is all the right things. And Knight of Swords, Knight of Cups, and the Moon. Somehow these two energies are making it work out of the unknown. And by that I mean there must have been a lot of unknown prior to this moment in time, or these moments in time. Okay, perhaps it's been a while. Perhaps we could not see this coming. That would also explain the Tower in your opening, if at least one of you didn't see this coming. Okay, but someone here is acting as a driving force. That's a lot of activity, but it's all good, and it seems to be happening now. So we are making the unknown a little more known. Okay, there is a revelation of feeling here, and then action and communication are all following suit. I really like this energy. It feels grounding in nature as well as supportive. Good energy in there, but they're saying that's not the focus. The focus is healing and pathway and insight and understanding and support. Okay. So yeah, we had a little bit of a tower here, and it's looking like you two are working through it magnificently, I must say. Let's get some advice, please. I like the sincere effort of feeling on both sides. Let's get some advice, please. Let's get some advice, please. Seven of Cups. Two of Cups. Oh, Page of Cups and the High Priestess. Yeah, someone here is having a feeling, and it's all water. Water, water, water. Water, water, water. That may or may not mean anything, but Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. But we had a strong feeling here that it was time for at least one of you to open up, and that the other person more or less had a feeling that they would respond. Because that's a lot of beautiful sharing. Okay, Page of Cups, Seven of Cups, Two of Cups. The High Priestess, it's not too much and it's not too little. The idea is emotional exploration, and I see two people opening up towards it, opening up their hearts. The idea is it feels fine because it is. It feels fine because it is. So perhaps these two are just going with it because it feels right. Okay? Like I said, it's not too much and it's not too little. It's just about right for the both of you. Like a nice, lovely, warm bath, eh? We have the medallion of Leo, Taurus, the letter R, snowflake, some Scorpio energy there, but also could be the time of winter is important. And then also, of course, that uniqueness that is the snowflake. And then we also have the arrow of Sag, or Cupid's arrow, or something is striking home. Okay? Aries, honey, I hope this helped you. Put in the comments. Take care. Be well. Aquarius, welcome to your Sunday check-in. What's up? What's going on? Show me Aquarius. Show me Aquarius, please. Let's do one more. Show me Aquarius. All right. Four of Wands. The Sun. The Five of Cups. Oh, okay. We'll get to that. The World. The Lovers. The Eight of Swords. Okay. Two of Cups, the Fool, Four of Cups, and the King of Swords. That's you right there in the opening. Your mind is doing what it needs to do to try to understand this. Okay? You're determined to work through this. You need to, and I completely support you on this. All right? Four of Wands, the Sun, the Five of Cups. Not the easiest. There's that strong sense of I'm in something, or I felt I was, and sometimes you can still feel the hope of it. There's some sort of relationship energy here. Four of Wands isn't necessarily marriage or a commitment. It can be. It depends on how those two people define the relationship, but it is a relationship of some type. The Sun comes out for it. At least you feel that it does, and you miss it terribly with the Five of Cups. That's reminiscence, the sadness. Okay. Right now, I'm seeing you trying to understand things intellectually, but you can still feel the kind of residual happiness of whatever this relationship was, and it still affects you. But I see you working through it. I see you working through it because there's a sense of, it's almost like you're telling me I'd rather remember the good times. Sometimes I feel the bad times too. Okay. But you can still remember the warmth of it in some way. Okay. You acknowledge that, and I think it's important that you acknowledge that. The person attached to you, or was, the world, the Lovers, the Eight of Swords. Who did the worlding here? You. And you kind of miss it, and you can admit that in your own way. Or they did. I don't know. I just see that a strong connection here outed itself, exited of its own free will, or you asked it to. Okay? Eight of Swords, there's confusion around this connection. What it means to them, why it happened, what the point of it was. It's kind of like insisting upon blindness. So I have the feeling then that you allowed yourself to step outside this relationship because they're over here saying confusion. I don't know why. So that's why I see you kind of determined to work through this, because you're showing me equal parts. I can remember the good feeling, but I can also remember the bad feeling too. And I think that's a good balance here. Something that you're trying to keep in mind. Two of Cups, the Fool, the Four of Cups. It's kind of like saying, yeah, I took a chance on this. There's this idea of I thought it would be fair. I thought it would be fair in feelings. I thought it would be the same. It wasn't. Four of Cups suggests someone ultimately at the end of the day was upset or just frankly not on the same page. So it's kind of like you're saying, I can honestly say I opened up towards this and I meant it. I had good feeling towards it. But I can also understand where it didn't shape up the same way for them. So for your part, it is equally trying to understand but also reminiscent, and I think that's, again, healthy. Okay, I think you're indicating to me a decision, and would you have rather not have made that decision? Yeah. Did you though? Yeah. You know, if someone's saying they're still confused about what happened, well, that kind of tells me at least one person understood what the odds were or what the stake was. Okay. Because Four of Cups here, dissatisfaction, perpetuating, not on the same page. We wanted it to be. We kind of took a leap of faith on this, marching in that particular direction. We thought it was going to be equal. So it's kind of like saying I can remember the good and I can remember the not so good. But I can honestly say I opened myself towards this and gave it a fair shot. But it's not enough to hang out wondering if someone will ever see this for what it is or catch up to the same feeling that I have. And that's why I think you're showing me a determined mindset, to be honest. Let's get some advice for you. Let's get some advice, please. I shuffled everyone else's out, but I was told to do the split for yours. There's the Eight of Swords again. That's why. Two of Swords, Two of Wands. Yeah, somebody was too confused. Too confused, couldn't make up their mind. That's it. You know, you can feel so strongly about something or somebody, and you think there might be something there that suggests equality. That we're doing this for a reason. We both feel it. I'm sure it's there. But if somebody remains confused at the end of the day and they insist upon that confusion, I still don't know what this connection means to me, then that's not an answer. It's neither yes nor a no. It's just I still don't know. And still don't know isn't an answer, but it also kind of is. It's kind of like you should know what this is to you by now. You should know how you feel by now. I agree. Okay? Two people are lining up on the same page or they're not. you know. Someone can say this connection means something to me as it does to you, or they can't, but I don't know isn't an answer. Okay. And that's a whole bunch of I don't know. It's a little too elaborate for me. Someone should know by now. Okay. Even if it's not a lover's connection, even if it's not, just knowing that you're on the same page, dial it back to a Two of Cups. That's super simple. It shouldn't be that hard. Okay. So I don't know is not an answer, but it also kind of is, you know. All right, let's pull some charms for you. Of course, the reason I'm saying this today is because they're still in your energetic field, but most of it's just mental confusion. And you, because there's a part of you that I think reassures yourself. This was the good parts and these were the not good parts. Okay. HLOZ, small star, that's you. A little bit of a wish in there, but you can still see yourself. Gecko, Aries, Leo, Sag, and just frankly a gecko. And for some of you, here we have the world in reverse. Okay. There's that feeling that it could reopen someday. Maybe not. I don't know. All right, Aquarius, honey, I hope this helped you. Put in the comments. Take care. Be well. Gemini, welcome to your Sunday check-in. What's up? What's going on? Show me Gemini, please. Show me Gemini. Very good. Like always, we're going to start with your side of the board. Besides explaining the intro, reverse the energies as you see fit. What's going on, please? Okay. Make sure we're in frame. King of Wands, Two of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles. Okay. Eight of Cups, Seven of Cups, and the Four of Swords. Six of Pentacles, Ten of Wands, Justice. Two of Wands. We've had some conversations with our person here. It's active, it's present, it is in your life, they in yours. There's going to be some ongoing conversations that we need here. You're showing me a positive disposition here at the King of Wands. You want to be warm, passionate, loving. But you're showing me there's this sense of Two of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles. How can I make myself or us feel more secure? Okay. That seems to be the priority here for you. You want to feel good about this and you want it to come from a steady place of consistency. So it's something that you're involving with or seeing for yourself first. Okay, how do I make myself feel some more secure in this? And then also us, we. Okay, so it's not just about you. These are going to be ongoing talks. Okay, but also you see that this extends outside of yourself. So you're trying to remain open, healthy, and really leaning on your experience to navigate you and guide you. And something that you have with someone else. They're showing me a lot more water here. Eight of Cups, Seven of Cups, Four of Swords. This person needs rest at the emotional level, possibly the mental level as well. They have some emotional confusion here about what they're experiencing, so it's a little withdrawn. And it could be a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Seven of Cups, Eight of Cups is not a great combination, but to their credit, they want to work through it. And it's kind of like they're saying, this is something I have to do for me. Okay? And I think you can appreciate that. And I agree with them. This is something that they need to work through quietly, but you seem to be there kind of supporting the day-to-day standards because the Pentacles here as well. Okay. So I have someone here who shares life and experience with you in some way, but they're kind of emotionally exhausted, tired, a little checked out. They're aware of this. Four of Swords, they need to rest. I have this kind of overwhelming feeling from this person that they are tired. Okay. They need to rest and they need to heal. And you're showing me I support that and I support us. And Six of Pentacles, Ten of Wands, it's no easy thing between either one of you. It's been difficult for the both of you to maintain a particular balance here. Okay. And there is a balance here that does need to be maintained in terms of the 3D practical and then also the technical overall with justice here. But I see two people more or less determined to work through this, to hold anchor to this. Okay. What you two have established is important to you both. But they're saying a lot of it, a rest needs to come from them. Okay, as they sort themselves out, their feelings. There's this, like I said, exhaustion, tiredness coming from this person. Okay. So while it is not easy at all to maintain the standard, you're both doing your part. Okay? You're both doing your part. And I really like your particular energy that says, I want to keep this going for myself because I feel good about it, but also there's a we in here. Okay, so it's almost like you're saying take all the rest and or time you need. Okay, things get difficult, but we both know that because there is an acknowledgement here on both sides. 6 of Pentacles with Justice, 10 of Wands. There's an acknowledgement here on both sides that it gets difficult. Okay, so I do see you very much lending to your sense of weight and experience to the situation and a sort of support mechanism for this situation or person. Okay, we've had talks about this. We seem to know. Let's get some advice, please, for Gemini. Let's get some advice, please, for Gemini. Sometimes I shake these out. Sometimes I do a 3-way split. There it is again. 4 cups. 7 of swords. Devil. Yeah, this person's been feeling real bad. Real bad. It doesn't seem to have anything to do with you or your two's connection. This is something, like I said, they look emotionally, mentally exhausted, and it's been with them a long time. Okay. There's fear in this person, too. And it's something that they've been putting off for a long time. And they're trying to get to it now. Okay. Their thoughts and their feelings sometimes go to a bad place. That doesn't make them a bad person. I think you already know that, or you wouldn't be showing me the level of experience and support that you're trying to bring into this situation to keep it balanced. No. It feels like this is something this person needs to do at this time. They're emotionally and mentally exhausted for a reason. Okay. It's something that they've been building up in and building up in and building up in. And for some reason now, acknowledging 4 swords, they need the rest. Okay. If it felt bad, I would tell you. Okay. It just, it feels like this is something this person's going through. And you're there and you're helping. Okay. Like the worst of this person's thoughts and feelings are creeping up on them, and they're here now. There's your medallion. There's you, Gemini. Your keyword here being intelligent. Yes, you are. I think you know the score. I think you know what's up. You're looking at this logically, analytically, but also from a place of experience about what you can do. So you're doing phenomenal. Okay, just check in with yourself often. All right. We have the letters L and Z. Okay, Gemini, honey, I hope this helped you. Put in the comments. Take care. Be well. Libra, welcome to your Sunday check-in. What's up? What's going on? Show me, Libra, please. What's going on for Libra? Okay, like always, we're going to start with your side of the board, but as I explained in the intro, reverse those energies as you see fit. What's going on? The Ace of Pentacles, 3 of Cups, King of Cups, yeah. Devil, oh, you're not the first person to show me that. 9 of Wands, Strength, man. Page of Pentacles, 3 of Wands, Judgment, 4 of Pentacles. Man, you've been hanging back for a hot minute, waiting for the timing to be right. Holding on, holding back, okay? Not knowing what to do with a situation, person, etc. But not willing to let it go, okay? And now you're kind of saying, my time has come. Ace of Pentacles, 3 of Cups, the King of Cups. Man, it feels so good. It feels so good to connect with something that seems to be new, prosperous, could have to do with coin, but I'm also seeing a good deal of water here too. Okay, so take it as it resonates. That Ace of Pentacles could be a brand new opportunity and something real and substantial, or something that's more on the emotional level, in other words, personal to you. I just see that your heart is open to connecting to it. You want to. You're all about that Ace of Pentacles. So it's either, and the 3 Cups here, aces being what they are, you're either really would like to partake in a brand new opportunity or re-engage with another one, which means renew, okay, and reconnect. See, it's a bit tricky in there. Either way, you look good at the prospect of it. Your heart's open towards it, and you look great. Whatever this is, I don't know if I would be so interested in connecting to that. Just real talk. Devil, 9 of Wands, Strength. So I'm seeing a lot of stubbornness on this person to withhold, to refrain. Not interested, not engaged. Okay. This person has kind of perpetuating energy that says block, and that's just how it is. It might come from a pride place because strength is here near the devil, so really outstanding pride. Unresolved issues with the self that says I must reject whatever. I don't know. Okay? You're showing me an openness and a willingness to either participate in something brand new or re-engage, renew. Either way, you have an open heart towards it. And I want you to use that energy, if that's correct for you, to know really when to withhold the best of those energies, to make use of it as best possible. And you can't do that if you're going to give that to someone who's just like, they're going to reject it. Okay? So if you're going to withhold and wait for the timing to be right, make sure that when you strike home with that Ace of Pentacles and you have an open heart towards it, make sure it's to the right situation, place, circumstance, or person. This is not the right person. They're going to reject out of habit, force of will. They don't know what's good for them. They don't care. They have a poor disposition and or attitude. Take your pick. Okay? So I have no problem when people withhold their best of what they have to offer. Engage with, put it forward, especially when their heart's in there. Sometimes you got to know when to withhold and play your ace, right? But if you put it forward, make sure it's to the right darn thing, job, place, situation, person. This has got rejection written all over it. For one reason or another, they're going to shoot it down. And it's repetitious with this person. Okay. Page of Pentacles, Three of Wands, Judgment. I mean, again, I'm looking at someone here. This is supposed to be shared. It's not this individual. I'm looking at someone who is used to waiting. Okay? You're used to waiting if it means for you the right thing. So you got to ask yourself if this situation or person or whatever is the right thing. Because again, know when to hold your hand, especially if you got a good hand, right? Who you give it to needs to be worth your time, energy, and effort, or the situation, job, whatever. Okay? So if this is indeed that sense of you, I know how to make those judgment calls. I know how to invest in time in something that's good and right for me and back it up. Okay? Because I can already tell you this is going to reject out of habit. And it's non-negotiable as well. So if you're waiting for the time to be right to reinvest in somebody, if you're saying I'm waiting to invest in something brand new altogether for myself and I look forward to that day and I trust myself on knowing when that time is, then that's what I want you to lean into. Because whatever this is doesn't seem to be worthy of it. Okay? That's got rejection written all over it. And for some of you who are low-key waiting and hoping for their time to be right to reintroduce yourself into something else, I think you already know what I would tell you. Okay? Okay. I would say that is no. Maybe they just need to cool off, or maybe they'll come back around in time. Would you want it to? Yeah. Let's get some advice, please, for Libra. Honestly, I would take that sense of waiting and knowing when to withhold and put it into yourself in a way that suggests this actually has some traction. Okay? Because you have some good things here to offer. And I want those offers to be taken and to be taken seriously. And it does not serve us to give it towards a situation or person we know is going to reject it for one reason or another. Five of Cups, Page of Wands, Two of Wands. Yeah. There's that sense here of decision making and opening up, but also the fear of being hurt by it. So let's keep that in mind. Okay. Especially if Five of Cups denotes past history. If we know that we try to open up towards this and it'll get shot down, or we have that feeling, there's a good possibility the same will stand. Okay? Situations, people, places, things have a tendency to repeat themselves when there's no room for growth or suggestion of growth or change. So that's where we say the best indicator of future behaviors is based on the precedents of the past. It's not that people can't change. It's just if you've seen no room for that change, healing, etc., then it stands to reason what happened in the past will just continue or perpetuate again. So If you're holding on to something element of yourself that suggests you want new and you want to feel good about it, let's really aim it towards that. Okay? Wait for that particular timing to be right. All right. Oh, so many today. We have the letters Z, L. We have the cat. Yes, please. Let's listen to our intuition. We have the heart with the nurse's cap in reverse, upside down. No healing, no chance, no way. Okay, just FYI. Octopus, the tentacle grip of emotions, and then also Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. We have the medallion of the small dog, toy dog, specifically Yorkie, Chihuahua, Terrier, that kind of thing. And then the stingray in the reverse. In other words, again, not open to the emotional flow. Okay. All right, Libra honey, I hope this helped you. Put in the comments. Take care. Be well. Taurus, welcome to your Sunday check-in. What's up? What's going on? Show me Taurus, please. Show me Taurus. Show me Taurus. What's going on? Show me Taurus, please. Let's do one more. Good. Like always, we're going to start with your side of the board, but as I explained in the intro, reverse those energies as you see fit. What's going on? The Lovers. Page of Swords. Seven of Pentacles. Okay, well, okay. Nine of Pentacles. Strength. The Five of Cups. Eight of Wands. Ace of Wands. Page of Cups. The Stars. This means a lot for you. In fact, I saw a lot of star concepts for you in your 3-month overview. Yeah. Just FYI for some of you. You know, Taurus honey, I see that you have within you a very strong feeling of guidance here at the star. Something of high desire, longevity. We can look out upon the night sky and look at it over and over again and say, I wish that was mine, right? Reach towards it, pull towards it. So I know that this is important to you. It's a vision and it's a feeling. It's a combination of those things. Let's jump on over to your side. The Lovers, of course, as we know, very strong sense of connection, which really plays into the star. Page of Swords, Seven of Pentacles. That's kind of like saying strong connection. I'm doing nothing with it. Now, that's not a knock. It's not a judgment, so don't take it as one. I read the cards, guys. That's my job. Okay? I have two very strong, spiritually connected cards that absolutely play into each other. The Star and the Lovers. But reality hits, Page of Swords, Seven of Pentacles. That's the definition of saying not much of anything. Very little observation, and then also practical application about doing anything with this feeling, with this drive, this connection. What does it mean in Seven of Pentacles? It kind of stops there. Okay. So here we have the Page of Swords, the smallest of the pages. We need more insight, but we're not gaining it. We need more practical function, can do something with it, but it's not developing well in terms of strength or speed. Would you like it to with the Seven of Pentacles? Yes. Did it reach a stopping point? Yes. Okay. Now for their side, Nine of Pentacles, Strength, Five of Cups. You know, in their own way, whatever that is to them, yes, are they an individual that is strong in nature? Nine of Pentacles with strength? Absolutely. That's a lot of strong-willed energy based on experience, and I know myself, and I'm proudful, this kind of thing. But also they have an admission that they miss you, love you, miss you and love you, combination with the Five of Cups. There's an emotional reminiscence attached to you still, okay? No matter how prideful or strong they are, the fact is that they still miss you, and they miss you from the heart, and they love you too. But they also admit that, yeah, there's a sad emotional hurt, okay, in them still. You know, might be the kind of too proud to admit it type right there, classically. And then we have the Eight of Wands, Ace of Wands, Page of Cups. Now, I'm kind of seeing where you are. I'm kind of seeing where they are. And between the two of you, if you can believe it, the lines of communication will be opening up soon. Now, who proposes it? I couldn't say. This is shared, and there's also a shared sense of interest here. That is the Ace of Wands. But it's not out of control. It's a very dialed back Ace of Wands with the Page of Cups there. It's a little bit of emotional expression that indeed can go a long way. And it's one of those things, honey. It doesn't take much, right? A little bit can go a long way. A little bit of openness at the emotional level, a little bit of vulnerability there can really generate some activity here that is positive in nature. And it would get you out of that sense of, I have this really strong feeling and it has nowhere to go. and them, like, you know, I'm a strong, proud whomever. But yeah, I miss Taurus. Still love Taurus too. Between the two of you, somebody here is going to start generating some activity, and then I think it takes from there. Okay? After that, I couldn't say, but it does seem to be coming up soon. Okay? I hope this helped you. Let's get some advice. But you know, what keeps you at bay and from expanding your knowledge base about this, and specifically you being fixed Earth, Seven of Pentacles, am I surprised to see that there? No. The idea is that this could grow, this could have a pathway, but I don't know what to do with it. And they're like, well, I'm strong and I'm stubborn. But yeah, I miss you. So somebody's going to start knocking around a page, you know? Release some lines of communication. Let's get some advice. Let's get some advice. Let's get some advice. Let's get some advice. I'm very curious. I would love to clarify strength, especially since it's at the heart of the reading and you opened up with the Lovers as well. So those are very, very telltale signs of strength, of feeling, pride, all those elements. Let's get some advice. I'm going to go ahead and split yours. For others, I shake them out. Others, I split. It just kind of depends on the feeling and what I'm told, really. 10 of Wands, 6 of Pentacles, the Page of Wands. Yeah, there's an admission there. It's a shaky one. It's a shaky admission. Yeah. Yeah. It could be hard to balance this. There's that practical energy I see here with the Pentacle. Is it possible? Is it possible to balance this? It would be hard. Am I open towards it? Page of Wands. So there's the inquiry. Okay? There's the inquiry. Like I said, a little bit can go a long way. It wouldn't be the easiest of balances. We know this. But the idea is, could we be open towards it? Page of Wands. And I think for you, I think you're feeling that in some way. Yeah, I do. All right. V, E, F, G, and we have the zombie in reverse, wanting to come out of that feeling of helplessness and not being able to do anything, to in fact start moving. Indication of some movement, indication of some direction. So zombie in reverse is actually a good thing, because if it was forward motion, that suggests this still wasn't going anywhere for a hot minute. So this might actually still have some life in it, if you will. Okay? Taurus, honey, I hope this helped you. Put it in the comments. Take care. Be well. Virgo, welcome to your Sunday check-in. What's up? What's going on? Show me Virgo, please. Show me Virgo. What's going on, please? Okay. Like always, we're going to start with your side of the board, but as I explained in the intro, reverse those energies as you see fit. King of Wands, you're not the first person, I'll tell you what, and these cards get shuffled many, many times in between takes. Okay, never mind what you see on camera. It's beautiful. King of Wands, 3 of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups. Okay. 9 of Swords, 8 of Wands, Temperance. Okay. 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 Queen of Wands, Knight of Swords, and the Chariot. 9 of Wands, difficult. It's difficult for you. You're saying this is difficult for me. Overall, you're saying 9 of Wands. Not too long ago, you have felt the need to block. You weren't ready for something. Okay. There's frustration in here, anger, but a defense wall was up for you. No, and it might still be in place for some of you. Kind of depends. King of Wands, but there's that sense of passion, ambition, but specifically here, warmth as it relates to a 3 of Pentacles, possibly a friendship, acquaintanceship, project work, something like this. But Queen of Cups, it's a little bit more on the personal side. When somebody shows me that many feeling elements surrounding a basic structure with a 3 of Pentacles, it's kind of like saying, I deeply care about this. Let's start right here, 3 of Pentacles. Let's try not to take anything for granted. Let's kind of keep it to a simple, this is what I can do, this is what you can do, and we can both feel good about it. So that sense of equal contribution. Let's maybe build here, 3 of Pentacles. Let's not expect too much, but let's put our good selves into it, good feeling, and perhaps we can generate something that's buildable. Okay? But not, up until recently, you had a block in place that would say otherwise. Excuse me, for those of you who hate the sound of sipping, it's that time. Okay? It's that time. We're sipping on some Gatorade right now. That's better. Now, but yeah, like not too long ago, this was not feasible to you. You wouldn't have authorized this. You wouldn't have given this permission. But now you're like, okay, the wall's coming down a little bit. This is some good workable stuff here. This is what I can do. Nine of Swords, Eight of Wands with Temperance. Yeah, they're communicating that they've been stressed about this as well. It's been on their mind as well. Anxious as well. Okay. But they're opening up communication in the interest of healing with Temperance. So that's actually quite lovely. This is very straightforward. I think the both of you are being very straightforward here. It's kind of like saying this has been on my mind too, or this is what I've been anxious about, and I'd like to clear that up. Eight of Wands. And clearing that up is directly attached to Temperance, so this is good. In the interest of clear communication, but in healing, some good stuff is being expressed, specifically worked out or worked through. This is good. We have the Queen of Wands, the Knight of Swords, the Chariot. Yeah, I mean, we feel good about this direction, the both of you. We have some sort of shared frequency here between the King and Queen of Wands, so that's very positive. You both seem to have a particular focus and going in this direction. But it's being carefully articulated and done on both sides. Okay, so yeah, we got some movement here. So whereas before there was perhaps none, and now there's going to be a little bit. But the idea is to keep it to basics. We're going to sort through this. And it feels good. It does feel good. It feels good to work through some of these anxious thoughts. It feels good to communicate healing intents and things like that. And really good, authentic support here. But we're going to call it friends for now. Okay? Friendship with structure at this time. Okay. Let's get some advice for you. Not that I think that you need it, but we're going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to shake yours out. Ten of Cups. I had a feeling I was going to see that. What else, please? The Emperor. Yeah. Okay, so someone here is really stepping up and kind of taking charge of this. And it's from the point of view as the Emperor. It's like, you know what? Despite whatever confusion exists here with the Two of Swords, I strongly believe, because the Emperor tends to only really do things that we strongly believe, I feel like this could be a place of emotional balance. Something here can be achieved. And I have questions around it. Okay, I may not know what it's like from the full spectrum. I may not know what this looks like from the full spectrum, but I do know it would give me some level of comfort to look out on the Ten of Cups and see that this person's there. So, you know, it's kind of like saying whatever confusion there is, never mind all that, no matter. You know, I just want to make sure that all is well or all is harmonized. Okay? All right. Here we have the letter G, W, the medallion of Virgo, the medallion of Capricorn, and we have the big star in reverse. Not sure if we should desire this, if this was a star thing, if this was a good thing to gravitate towards. I'm guessing that was pre-blockage. And then we have the arrow of Sag, okay? Or Cupid striking home, or there's that message coming on through. All right, honey, I hope this helped you. Put in the comments. Take care. Be well. Capricorn, welcome to your Sunday check-in. What's up? What's going on? Show me Capricorn, please. Show me Capricorn. Show me Capricorn. All right. Like always, we're going to start with your side of the board, which I explain in the intro. Reverse those energies as you see fit. All right. Queen of Swords, the Hermit, the Knight of Wands, okay. The Empress, the Knight of Swords, the Lovers, oh yes. Six of Swords, Five of Cups, Devil, Wheel of Fortune, time has passed for you, and whatever this dynamic is or what it last used to represent, a great deal of time has passed for you. Okay, just to be clear, it's in your overview. So we're fast forwarding Capricorn's life's just a little bit to kind of catch us up to where we are today. We have the Queen of Swords, the Hermit, the Knight of Wands. Now, you are approaching something very logically, but sincerely. Okay, you have good intent or enthusiasm with it, but you're showing me the Hermit. You're just like you've made a decision, okay, to engage with something, but from the point of view, of healing. Okay, experience, wisdom, insight, rational logic, reasoning, this kind of thing. You're like, this I can do. I can do this. Okay? And you know it. Strong determination. I can heal. And I can show some good energy too. Now, who's surrounding you? The Empress, the Knight of Swords, the Lovers. Now, that's some really strong energy there. Beautiful. You know, it's very empowering. It's very embracing. It's very go-to. It's very action-oriented. But at the end of the day, they're saying lovers. So I know this means a great deal to them in regards to you. Okay? So the Emperor and Empress, they kind of sign off on that lover's connection. They're saying, I put my whole self into this because I know I can. Okay? So that's really some strong energy there. Now here's what's interesting. 6 of Swords, 5 of Cups, the Devil. You have long since moved away from this idea of being tortured by the past, which is good. We don't want that. We don't want that at all. I'm not saying this is shared so much as your particular process at the individual level. 6 of Swords, 5 of Cups, the Devil. I think there was a time in your life, again, the Wheel of Fortune's in your overview, time having passed, where some of you, got a little, I don't know, adamant about pain and how it's always there and it's always a constant. That love, or whatever form it takes, is always an uphill battle, and it's always going to be something that's going to be a place of torment for you or disappointment specifically. Some of you got a little addicted to that 5 of Cups, which does happen. Okay, if people are convinced because they've had some experiences, 1, 2, 3, or 4, however many, that love or being in love always ends up the same way, we can absolutely get addicted to that feeling, and then it stays and it perpetuates. My seeing the passage of time for you against where you are now are completely two different methods of where you used to be versus where you are today. I think some of you had to work very hard to get out of a self-perpetuating cycle of self-doubt and pain, and that's just the constant thing that we can always expect in relationships. And some of you had to do a lot of work to be where you are today that says, I'm open towards something because I want to be, but it's based on experience and healing and my most determined self to put good energy into something or someone else. I want to be, I'm here, I'm present, I'm focused. And you're saying it's a heck of a lot different compared to where you came from. Again, just to point out that passage of time. Okay. And there you are, 6 of Swords, 5 of Cups, the Devil. We had to work really hard to get away from that perpetuating feeling of sadness. I will always be hurt, I will always be disappointed, or I will always be haunted with memories of the past. I will never, ever, 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 ever be able to let this go. It hurt too much. That or them or they hurt me too much. I will never let this go. I will never forgive this, and I will never move on. And we had to work really hard to undo that feeling, that sense of non-direction, which is a direction. Because it doesn't take you anywhere, that kind of feeling. It kind of keeps you in place. But still, it's a direction. We had to work really hard to overcome this. Whatever that thing is, that person is, I'll never get over it. It hurt too much. People wouldn't understand. No one would understand. We had to, with time, undo that. And look how focused you are today. And look how determined you are today. Look how healed you are today. Look how much natural energy and passion you have today. And someone's pitching it right back to you, whole heart. So this segment is in no way related to this. Okay? Look where you were. Look where you are. And someone's meeting you with intent for intent. And when this emperor or empress, when they claim lovership, they mean it. That's the beauty of empowerment. They don't say or do what they don't mean. So I see you engaging with really strong and healed parts of yourself with this because you know you want it, you want to pursue it, you want to be part of it. Okay? When this comes through, I don't know. It looks like it's current, and I'm seeing a reflection of where you came from. Let's get some advice. Maybe we'll see. Remember that kind of energy, and I know it's so tempting to stay there, and I understand how people get into it. It is self-perpetuating. Okay. One day when you realize you get tired of that feeling, that thought, and you realize that's not supposed to be a way of life. Okay? Indeed is anti-life. That's when we start to take steps in the opposite direction. We're going to shake yours out. Advice, please, for Capricorn. Seven of Wands, Ace of Cups. Oh, isn't that very... We've been blocking true love for a long time. Love of the heart specifically. Feeling guarded. Like I said, that's what happens when we get hurt. We're just not meant to stay there forever. And for the Capricorn I'm looking at, not too long ago, perhaps you were diehard. I will never be in love again. The universe is very happy to prove us wrong sometimes. But we have to be willing to do the work as well. Blocked the love, blocked being in love for a long time. Until we had a vision of something more. The stars. That's when the heart space started to flow. Even though you thought it never would. You always thought you'd be separated in your heart, or that you would always be numb. No. Something inspired you, perhaps. Last Aquarius season. To start to open up more. Okay. I don't know. But I can kind of see where you came from. You'd always be separated from that vision of love. You could never put yourself into it. You'll never trust it. No. No. Somebody started being vulnerable with you, didn't they? That would be my first guess. We have the letters V and G. We have the octopus in reverse. No gripping emotion. Emotional unavailability. Also seen here with the Eight of Cups. Also indication of water. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Specifically here we have the crab. So some of you might have some very interesting Cancer in your chart. Doesn't have to be. But yeah, it could be that some feelings started to show more prominence for you. Okay, this past Cancer season. We have the big dollar bill in reverse. Some of you feel like you were taken off course from your sense of grounding and who you are. Or that old relationships in general were never prosperous. There's that as well. And then we have the medallion of Sagittarius, but in reverse, the keyword being optimist. Okay. All right. Capricorn, honey, I hope this helped you. Put in the comments. Take care. Be well. Scorpio, welcome to your Sunday check-in. What's up? What's going on? Show me Scorpio, please. What's going on? Show me Scorpio. There we are. Okay. All right, like always, we're going to start with your side of the board by explaining the intro, reverse those energies as you see fit. What's up? The Magician, Queen of Swords, and the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. King of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, and the King of Wands. Okay, something's happening. King of Cups, there you are again. The Hierophant and the Fool. Man, we got some big energies here today. And it's funny because you start out with the Eight of Cups. You're like, I'm neither here nor there. Emotionally unavailable, checked out, tired, any of those things. But it's kind of like, nevertheless, your energy is showing me I must persist. It's interesting. It's like, I'm not feeling too much right now. I'm a little detached. You're like being very honest about that. You're like, that's kind of been my background noise for a minute. Eight of Cups, okay. Sometimes I'm just not emotionally present, but you're like, my mind and my intentions, however, are different. So the Magician, Queen of Swords, and the Knight of Pentacles. That strong sense of determination. This is the direction I'm headed in. And above all, P.S., side note, it's at my pace. You're like, I'm manifesting what I know to be true for me. And it seems to be related to just the direction you're headed in. At your own time, at your own pace, no rush. You're saying you don't have any outstanding emotional attachments at this time. You're just moving forward in the way that is best suited to your interest, and that's all you know. Like, this is what's best for me. I've made up my mind. I'm manifesting that way. And I will go at the speed for which I am comfortable. Thank you. That's it. That's all I have for you. King of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, the King of Wands. Now, that's lovely. Well, this person has some very strong energetic ID checks, if you will. Someone who is practical, reliable, and then also can counter it with a sense of passion, ambition, drive, this kind of thing. But there's some confusion here, Two of Pentacles, about what is best suited, I believe, in the situation or context to you. It's kind of like saying, should I be practical here or should I be more passionate? Should I be practical here or should I be more passionate? I don't know why they're going back and forth between which is which, when really they should use a mix of both. Because if they have both of those energies available to them, it's best to combine them, to be honest. You can practically put yourself forward in a way that is both sincere and ambitious. So I'm not quite sure what the hesitation is with this Two of Pentacles. I just see you're determined to kind of do your own thing and go your own way. The only thing you told me is that you're kind of emotionally detached right now, and no big emotional investments right there, right? Just a concentration on what you're doing and why you're doing it. So they have some beautiful stuff available to them. I mean, I would advise this person, pull a little bit of this, pull a little bit of that. You know, if you have the King of Pentacles and the King of Wands available to you, use both. And I'll tell you why. Someone's opening up here. I didn't know if that was the case. I had not the clue. Because you're so, like, I'm Scorpio, I'm doing my thing. Do. I'm just taking my time. Do. And they're like, which parts of me should I use? The practical side or the passionate side? Or I would say go for broke and pull both. You have the energies available to you, why not? And I didn't know what the big deal was, because you don't look like you're intimidating or anything like that. I don't understand what the hesitation was. Anyway, but there you are finally with the King of Cups. Now your heart's actually out now. And I was like, okay, what's triggering that? Because you just told me you weren't leaning one way or the other in terms of emotional quality or investment. And then the Hierophant and the Fool. So someone here spiritually is opening up, taking a risk, and your heart seems to be responding towards it. So I'm seeing a combined response on two people's side that, as far as I can tell, this person's hanging back on which parts of me should I use. Scorpio's just being Scorpio, and then I get a response that's dual or two-sided. Your heart spaces out, and someone said, I opened up. Good on me. Awesome. I mean, you know. And that is kind of a spiritual congratulations to the self, you know, because the Hierophant has a tough job. He has to, he has to authorize things. You know, he's big on this. He's a yes and no kind of guy. So that would immediately explain it across the, what am I trying to say right now, Christina? On the vertical, the indecision here, someone really needed to make up their mind. So, and it's opened up. It's like, well, I'm glad I did that. I'm glad they did too. What the context is, I have not a clue. I don't know, but I'm glad somebody made up their mind. That's all. Because it's kind of like, whew, okay. You're responding in your King of Cups fashion. It's like, oh, this is great. I mean, it's good. Okay, that's awesome though. I mean, sometimes simplicity is best. Obviously, there's a lot more finesse to it because there's so much energy here today. We have prominent kings and queens and the spiritual essence with the Hierophant here and the Fool. So that tells me you two are more or less in line with your mature selves, your strengths. Yours is of the mind and the heart. Theirs is practical as well as fire. I mean, you know, we have all the lovely elements here, so that's wonderful. Let's get some advice, please. Let's get some advice, please, for Scorpio. I'm going to go ahead and split yours. Eight of Swords, confusion, the Emperor, the Three of Pentacles. Yeah, somebody has to show empowerment and kind of override this, whatever the confusion is, the Eight of Swords. And the Eight of Swords, when we get caught up in that, we can't see a solution because we're convinced there isn't one. That's why it's self-imposed blindness. We get ourselves into this mental fury that nothing can be done. I can't see an easy way out, da-da-da-da-da. So therefore, nothing can be done. My hands are tied. It's just not true. So someone's been falling prey to this thinking for a hot minute, and it keeps them hanging all the way back. But the Emperor suggests, no, I have the skills to override this. And just maybe suggest acquaintanceship, friendship, just something to get the structure going, you know? Because the confusion isn't working here. There is that sense of wanting to open up, and we have to get out of our head to do it. Okay, and we have to mean it. That's it. That's all I got. It's super simple reading today. But those are the best ones. At least they can be. Yeah. Oh, so many today. Okay. XQNV, the infinity loop. That sense of spiritual essence, soul bond energy here. You know, just something of importance. And it's coming into play. Okay. We have the feather, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and then a very light thought. And then also, for some of you, you might see a feather on a regular basis. Could be confirmation for some of you. But there we go. The octopus is in reverse, upside down. That's what I'm saying. I don't see any emotional grip around you at all. you don't seem to be emotionally invested in anything other than just a determination to move forward at your own pace via whatever your manifestation is. Excuse me. But yeah, I don't see any outstanding emotional investments for you at all. I mean, if you did, I know you would have showed me straight away. The cat's in reverse. We're not listening to her intuition at this time. It's kind of like you're saying you don't need to, that you got your path and you're on it and you're cool. But I don't know. I would tune back in maybe for a little bit. And then we have the medallion of Virgo. And then we also have the medallion of Aries, but it's in reverse, saying courageous. Someone's having to be a little brave. And then for some of you, that could be indication of Virgo season, which is coming up. So FYI. Okay. Scorpio, honey, I hope this helped you. Put it in the comments. Take care. Be well. Pisces, welcome to your Sunday check-in. What's up? What's going on? Show me Pisces, please. What's going on? Show me Pisces. What's going on? Show me Pisces, please. All right. Like always, we're going to start with your side of the board, but as I explained in the intro, reverse those energies as you see fit. What's going on? Three of Cups, the Four of Pentacles, and the Four of Swords. Okay. Okay. Is that okay? That's all right. Still, these ones take up less space than the other ones. Seven of Swords, Judgment, and the Hierophant. Six of Swords, Eight of Swords, Ten of Wands. My. Yeah. Two of Cups. Love is on the table, or that's the idea anyway. Two of Cups is in the overview. And there is this idea of bare minimum of I care about you, and I know you care about me. Can we solve this? There's a lot of confusion around that. Okay, it's very honest, so I appreciate that. But Two of Cups is in the overview. It's supposed to be the simplest of feelings. I love you, you love me, whatever form that may take. It can also be like, I know we have feelings. Let's measure them up. Let's share them. Let's compare, But we're supposed to be on the same page, more or less. Excuse me. A little bit of trap gas there. All right, Three of Cups, Four of Pentacles, and the Four of Swords. There's this idea in you that says, like, we can make it work. We can make it work. And it feels like a soft invitation to do exactly that. We can make it work. It's a little bit low frequency. Okay. You hold on to the idea of it. And the idea is that healing needs to happen here. Four of Swords. But again, these are all kind of low. Three of Cups, Four of Pentacles, the Four of Swords. I would ask you, what is it you feel you're holding on to? Okay. Is it kind of like the last remnants of good feeling between you two? Because you admit we'd both have to heal things and work through things. Okay. It's almost like out of respect for the love that you know is there, that's prompting it like a soft option. We can work through this. Do we want to? Is there enough here? But you are indeed extending the invitation. Okay. Someone here has a lot of doubts and misgivings. Seven of Swords, Judgment, the Hierophant. I know that with the Hierophant there, they want to do the right thing at the end of the day. Honoring the commitment, honoring the self of the commitment. Okay. But it's also kind of like saying, I don't know if I should be here. Seven of Swords with Judgment. I don't know if I should be here. I don't know if I'm making the right decision. And the Hierophant, like I was just got done explaining, is a big permissions guy. He has to know, or she has to know, what they're standing behind so that they can really, really mean it and stand behind it. Okay. So someone's questioning almost like their faith about whether or not they should be in this with you, or that they themselves, that this is correct for them. So I can't knock anyone for that, because I'd rather someone start questioning themselves, okay, than not at all. Because it seems to me prior to this moment, they didn't want to think about that so much. We need to know these things. Am I here? Am I in this for the right reason? Am I listening to myself? Is this my calling? And am I answering that calling correctly? Okay. And there's a lot of confusion between you two. Misgivings. Six of Swords, Eight of Swords, Ten of Wands. There's the admission, again, that this is hard. It's very hard. It is. And we want to move away from the unknown, and I can't see, and the insistence upon confusion. We don't want to do that. You both seem to have agreed upon that. Six of Swords, Eight of Swords. Let's stop indulging in the blindfold. Let's stop indulging in the I can't see and I don't want to think about it. It's not working. I agree. It's not. But what that leaves then is a reminder of a Ten of Wands. It's hard to explore these issues that feel like they have been largely unknown up until this point. Okay? It's been kind of like a very convenient thing to shut it out. And it looks like neither one of you wants to continue to do that. Okay? Let's stop indulging in the blindness and just assuming to take everything for granted that it's fine or that it can continue on as is. Let's stop taking this for granted. It'll be hard. But you, like I said, you're extending bare minimum, a soft invitation. It looks like to heal things, but it's kind of in a low way. I don't know if it's because you're trying to decrease the sense of expectation on this situation or because you really just want to know in small ways, is there anything measurable here to continue to build upon? Because it doesn't look like a lot. But perhaps that's just the position of what you feel you can give reasonably. Well, someone else here deeply contemplates their essence of, is this where I'm supposed to be? Am I supposed to be giving myself to this? Have I made the right decision and commitment? Okay. Let's get some advice, please. And this will be hard. This will be a hard journey. But if you two have more or less agreed to air all the thoughts that we have tried to leave behind and not give too much indulgence to, and I don't want to think about that. If you both stop doing that, then yes, indeed, the Ten of Wands will apply because this is where you get that saying, all the truths come out. So you might feel that this is reasonably what you can offer. Okay. They're kind of tangling with the spiritual essence of the thing. Oh. Your message has been brought to you by Our Lady of Perpetual Long Care. Let's get some advice, please, for Pisces. Let's get some advice, please, for Pisces. Okay. We're going to go ahead and shake yours out. There's that Ten of Wands again. Like I said, thank you, Spirit. I appreciate you backing me up. Eight of Pentacles, Ten of Wands. Putting real work into this will be very hard. Particularly all those unaddressed thoughts and fears that have had so much time to build and build. The confusion, the delusion. Are we still on the same page after all this time? Do we still choose this? I know. And what kind of work goes into this? The practical kind, the healing kind, the emotional kind? It's hard. It's hard. It's really hard when two people kind of take off the mask and say, this is where we really stand. And this is what's really been going on. Okay. Anything else here? Lovers? What of it? Five of Wands in reverse. We do not want to fight. Six of Swords. Okay. There's a strong sense here that the connection, in some ways, its stronger aspects as the lovers, was left behind. You kind of both agree upon that. Whatever this connection is, this is what it no longer is. It doesn't feel like a strong lovers union anymore, but we don't have to argue about that. We both know it. So that's why, again, you're showing me kind of a dialed down offer to work through the feeling piece. It still means something to both of us, right? So maybe that's a starting point for us. Okay. And they're looking at the spiritual essence of the thing. This is where the real work comes in. Do you want to put real work into this? Because I don't think either one of you feels the attachment to this connection that you once did. But you have at least, both of you seem to have agreed to stop fighting, which is good. Neither one of you seem to contest that point. Neither one of us feels like we're fresh lovers anymore. Neither one of us feels this connection like we used to, say, day 1, and then day 30, and then 2 years in. Okay. You both agree upon that. It's not fresh daisies for either one of you. But to stay in this, you both recognize that it would take real work. Is there enough here to justify that real work? Is it correct for the both of you? Okay. Or is this going to be something that we need to move on from? So here we have really put all our cards on the table for you two. Okay. This is good. This kind of honesty generates real activity, and this is what we want. And then we can get a real authentic answer for both sides. So do keep that in mind. We have the letters M, P, U. We have the big dollar bill. It could be that we have a sense of finances in play about the practical things as well. Because when we saw it as real work, it would indeed be real work. I have no doubt that money comes into play. That's the reality for a lot of people. I have no doubt. We have your particular medallion here as the seahorse, you know, the seahorse, Pisces. And also that note of carrying or feeling the obligation to carry one's emotions close to the chest. We have full feelings, but keeping them to ourselves, that's another thing. It's considered or more closely associated with masculine emotionality. Feeling a lot, but feeling the pressure to keep it to ourselves. Okay. It doesn't make it either right or wrong, but it could be somebody's process. And the infinity loop, there it is again. Are we bonded forever? Do we keep this going? I'm not seeing the elements of a soul bond so much as I'm seeing the ideas that we know what this used to mean to us both. Okay? And here's the reality. And it's something we haven't been trying to see for a while. Keep at it. Eventually you two will have your answers. Okay? In the meantime, I do hope this helped you. Put in the comments. Take care. Be well. Cancer, welcome to your Sunday check-in. What's up? What's going on? Show me Cancer, please. Show me Cancer. What's going on for Cancer? All right, very good. Like always, we're going to start with your side of the board, but it's not explaining the intro. Reverse those energies as you see fit. What's going on? Two of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, the Knight of Swords. Okay. Tower, the Emperor, King of Cups. Interesting. Okay. Temperance, the Hierophant, the Ten of Wands, Page of Wands trying to open up. I see you trying to operate from a point of view of, look, I need to concentrate on security right now, and you've been feeling insecure. Two of Swords suggests we've been confused, and we're not big on that right now. We don't like it. The Queen of Pentacles wants to get back into her place of known comfort, and also the King of Pentacles would as well. But from a practical viewpoint of this is me and what you can expect, I still see you operating under a particular method. In other words, I see you acting in the vein of interest that people would expect from you at this time. Okay? It's like if I have any more questions or any more confusion, I will deal with that later. For now, I just kind of need to maintain my own particular standards. Concentrating on the self and whatever it is that needs to happen in your 3D. You're saying this is what actually is going to receive my time, energy, and effort. This is what you can expect. No more, no less. So the fact that you're opening with a page like that doesn't surprise me because you're kind of like, I'm in a serious kind of mindset right now. And this is what, practically speaking, needs to get done for my security, for the household, and for possibly this other person as well. So you're like, you're all about function right now. Okay. The Tower, the Emperor, the King of Cups. What is going on? Temperance, the Hierophant, the Ten of Wands. What is going on? Okay. I'm going to be straight up with you. I got completely two different energies here around you. Yours was really straightforward. Form and function at this time. Okay? You're like saying, no thrills, no frills. Something like this. I just need to get things done. And I think we all know what that's like. Okay? It's like there's priorities here. Now, I see someone here who's immediately next to you who is not actually physically attached to you. This one remains in a sort of essence, a spiritual intensity. Okay? So, again, this is where I really like to tell people why I don't read more than two energies, because that's already complicated, and that's already complicated with clarifiers. Okay? Never mind a third person on a baseline reading only. So just in case we forgot that. I'm not trying to be rude. I'm just trying to manage expectations right now. Okay. Right now I'm all about managing expectations, much like yourself. Okay. The Tower, the Emperor, King of Cups. You know, this person here has had some hard knocks about the sense of correctness. I have an Emperor here who looks like they're not physically attached to you at this time, but they're experiencing they're operating from the heart, or they will be soon, whereas before they might have been operating from a jurisdiction of I'm correct and I always am. Oh boy. So the Emperor in the Tower, it's kind of like, come to find this person, they had a very strong Tower moment, whereas before I think they always assumed that they were correct. Kind of that very masculine, don't argue with me, this is how things have always been. It's stubborn in that respect of this, I'm right, I'm typically used to being right, you know, take my word for it. Yeah. Well, they've had an overturn of that. And they're kind of learning what it is to open up their heart space and be more, well, flexible. Okay? A little more flexible there from the heart, to operate more from the feeling as opposed to strength of will, particularly strength of will that is imposed or just is assuming that it's correct. So in that respect, they actually have the opportunity to reshape into a true Emperor Empress. Okay? When we walk around assuming that we're always right, or being kind of a hard ass, or it's my way or the highway, or I refuse to change, you know, something inevitably comes along that says, actually, that's not true. You know, old dogs can learn new tricks. So they're experiencing some development here that's a little bit more on the, this is what free will actually looks like, and this is what strength of will actually looks like, and well, they've had some powerful lessons here. They kind of got knocked off the throne a little bit. Okay? But it's put them in a good position to open their heart in a way that's beautiful. They've learned some things. They've learned some things the hard way. And whereas before they were like denial, rejection, hell no, this is what happens and this is how we do it. This is how things go down. These are my expectations. I will not be influenced. This will not happen to me. This kind of thing could never happen to me, up and down. I don't just fall in love. I don't just do this, that, and the other. Very non-negotiable too. Suddenly the heart space is open and soft and wants to be influenced. So that's interesting. Let's jump on over here. Temperance, the Hierophant, and the Ten of Wands. This one's actually showing up in your 3D. Gosh, this one's actually showing up in your 3D. This person's a little bit more present and in real life, I think. Temperance, the Hierophant, the Ten of Wands. They're saying this is very hard, but based on what they understand about themselves, they want to heal. Okay? So again, lots of energies here today. What one has to do with the other, I don't know. That's up to you. Yours was incredibly straightforward. But Temperance, the Hierophant, Ten of Wands, it's like saying, I understand things are hard, particularly as it relates to a commitment here, but I'm choosing or would like to choose to heal with you or it. Okay? Completely two different energies. And there you are, just like, I got to take care of what matters right now. I have priorities, and this is what I expect to do on the day-to-day. This person is now in a good position to really open their heart and be vulnerable. Okay? Accept love of the self and love of someone else, as opposed to just being a commanding authority. And over here I have someone who's like, I've committed to healing with myself and possibly with you. I just admit, and I think we both understand it would be very difficult. Okay? Oh boy. I don't know if I want to look at advice, guys. I really don't know if I want to look at advice here, because that one's kind of the definition of complicated. Eh? Oh boy. Let's get some advice, please, for Cancer. And you're like, look, I'm just trying to make sure the chores get done today and that the bills get paid. Let's get some advice, please, for Cancer. I think we're going to go ahead and split yours today. Four of Swords, Five of Pentacles, the Moon. Four of Swords, Five of Pentacles, the Moon. Yeah, you know, guys, all I can do is interpret that as that someone's been healing unbeknownst to you. That's all I can tell you. I can't help but think it's this person. Someone has been healing their broken pieces. It's just not on your time, and it's not on your timeline that you are actively aware of. It's detached from you. You have no knowledge of this. That's what I'm seeing right here on this line. We had a major overhaul in terms of how we experience the self, particularly our assumptions. And now the heart's much more softer and open to influence, as opposed to prior, which was shut off and say, I cannot be influenced because I said so. This is the one we're not aware of. You're not aware of this person's healing. I don't know why they're showing it to me today unless it's confirmation for you. Okay. I'm going to shuffle these again and see if I can push that advice further. I'd like to get a little bit more on this situation. The Wheel of Fortune, Three of Cups, Six of Wands. This person in the connection with you says that over time they have enough reason to feel confident about connecting with you, specifically reconnecting with you. So that's why they're saying, you know, I've made that decision from a strong place in myself to heal. I know it'll be hard, but I'm here for it. Okay? So whoever's currently in your life, physically you have contact with them, you interact with them, they're saying you and I have a long history of connecting and being just fine. Okay? So here we have this sense of confidence that everything's going to work out no matter how hard it gets. That's being ascribed to at least one other person. This one, is, as far as I can tell, is on. It's active. Okay? If I push the advice further, I'm afraid I'll get in trouble. So you already know what this is, and you either feel that this is true for you, that you can stand by the healing with this and continue to connect with it over time and feel confident about it, much like they are, and that's in play. And this, however, why I'm saying this and why it's being shown to you, that seems to be entirely up to you. Yours has a lot of mystery today. Whether or not you'll ever engage with that or interact with it again, I do not know. Page of Cups. Seven of Cups. The feeling's opening up to a full heart space. There it is again. Someone's feelings are opening up, whereas before they were insisted that they were closed off and didn't affect them. That's being overturned. You're not aware of it. Why would you be? Could be a fellow water sign. Huh. If they show up again on your timeline, expect to see this person very differently than when you last met them, I suppose. So much more vulnerable than they were. Anti-vulnerable and insistent upon it. I cannot be influenced because I said so. To their feelings have much changed. Grown. You're not aware of it, especially since you're just like, I'm taking care of business. You know? Don't you? I'm taking care of business? Okay. Ready, Roo. Oh my, yes. SU. And of course I read it the other way. I read us. This is us. Yes, S-U-U-S. We have the medallion of Libra, but in reverse. The key word here being charming. Then we have the big star upright, the sign of Aquarius, but also the sense of desire, dream, hope, vision. Okay, longevity. We have the dragon upside down on his head. I think that was the perfect way to put it. Yeah, here we have that energy here of Aries, but Leo, Sag, fire, on reverse, on his head. Disarmed, completely disarmed. They have much changed. They no longer ward off or just assume to breathe fire or my will, my way. They have much changed. Turns out we didn't know everything, but now we're feeling a lot more than we used to. The bat in reverse landed on this particular figure that may or may not mean anything, but someone's not listening to their signals about the correctness of this. And just particularly the assumption that, well, we've connected this long and made it work, we can continue to do so in the future. That it's it's straightforward, it's nice, but it's based on a long history of an emotional pattern of we always work things out. And that's not a bad thing, but I don't know that someone's necessarily cluing into the signals. Especially since you seem to be connected to it in reality, but not emotionally connected to it in reality. Suggests we're not in tune with you, even though we kind of assume that we are. What the heck's going on? Well, I guess you would know best, honey. Like I said, tarot is more of an art than a science, but yours is absolutely showcasing that today. Okay, regardless, I hope this helped you. Put in the comments. Take care. Be well.